Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back. This is episode 2 of I Am Just Trying to Figure Out.
That it is. I'm just trying to figure out.
I'm just trying to figure out. Okay? You're back with your host, Twan and Kim.
Yes.
Welcome back to our podcast. So this week we are going to kind of touch base on something we discussed last week in the podcast. What a book, what is it?
It all started with a book. You're supposed to be writing a book.
And ended on principle.
Yeah, ended on principle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so, wait, hold on guys. You know what?
You're trying to be messy, and you know, whatever you got to say, you know, we done came a long way because us three, we went through some stuff. You know, it wasn't bad, but you know, the bond wasn't there like it used to be, but we had just got back on track like 10 years later. And here you is, which is the person, I tell them to this day, spoil, and I ain't talking about spoil right, just spoil, the spirit is spoiled. It was trying to cause animosity again in the group, and at that moment I said, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and back off, and the person on the phone's like, no, you know, I'm not doing it either, because that's not the type of book I wanted to write. That type of book was going to consist of, you know, somebody getting their head tore off their shoulders.
And I think that's exactly what they wanted. They wanted to expose whatever it is that they knew in a form of a book and try to make it look sensational or like drama. And you really operating with the wrong group of motherfucking people to do that. Because there ain't going to be no statute of limitations on no ass whoopings. For real.
Yeah.
So once I'm when they're saying to me honestly, like, we just gonna be honest, I'm like, yeah, like, why wouldn't we be why would we not be honest? Why would we be making up fictional stories about stuff that don't make no sense? What are you getting ready to say that falls in the line of honesty?
But she would never say it. But the only thing she kept saying is, we're gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you, and the only thing I just keep saying at that moment is, I don't want nobody more. I don't want no honesty that I know it's something that's going to truly hurt me. I'm going to physically reach out and hurt somebody. And whatever took place, that was 10, 15 days.
Maybe 20 years ago.
I was done. I you know, and people like that, once again, original concept of our first tape. I don't do messiness. I'm a loner. I'm an introvert. Loyalty is, I'm big on loyalty, and that person from day one, anywho, I always knew was messy.
Messy.
Never was for me. So, you know.
You constantly said that.
Always.
For years.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Always read that person. But anyway, so it ended the book. And me and my sister always kept saying, we want to do a podcast.
It literally ended a lot of things. It ended the book. It ended a relationship. It ended a whole bunch of shit.
Because
that
you know
was just
what?
the beginning part.
You know what was so
Think
funny?
about it. It started with a book, but the shit ended on principle.
Yeah, on that one.
Literally.
And the truth got her sick about the house.
It ended right on
Let
that.
God work though.
Because it was like for real, at that moment, when all of that was happening, I'm like, yo, to your point, people are at a good place.
We were.
Whatever beef people had, they had forgiven the beef. It won't even no big deal. Everything is cool. Everything is love. And here you are. And what's funny is you are the odd man out. You are the plus one.
What did I say? How did you? Who incorporated you in it? Anyway, it's 3 amigos. 3. Where you come from? How you insert yourself up in this?
Did.
I'm just saying.
And you are so pressed to cause discourse.
Yeah.
For like what?
Yeah.
Like, why are you so pressed to cause discourse? For what reason?
And everybody's in a good place. Well, we were. You know,
we were.
All 3 of us.
I mean,
it still is to this day, thank God.
We were all in a great place. So, whatever. It is so funny because this person, I actually thought that they could still operate the same way as we did when we was kids, and with those divisive tendencies. Mm-hmm. So when you're literally living in my house and I said you living in my house, okay? You, your family, no problem. I'm big on family, friends, making sure the kids straight. I'm good on that. And you're literally sitting in my house beside me, talking shit about me to somebody who you think is going to engage in this foolishness.
And guess who found out that she was doing it? Guess who called and told she was doing it?
So just imagine, you're sitting there watching TV with a person. We sitting here watching TV together, but she's on the phone talking about me to my people.
And then them people called the other people to give the chatter of the good news. And then I'm telling them people that them people live with them people.
They outraged.
She's in awe.
They outraged. Actually, they like, no, hell no. What the fuck? So if y'all go back to where you saying we just gonna be real, we just gonna be real. Because for me, I wasn't worried about being real. Because you're not getting ready to say nothing happened. You ain't about to expose me.
And she could never expose it. Because I never was around her like that.
Period.
Wouldn't tell her what color my poop was if I had to tell her, because I told you she was spoiled from the beginning.
You couldn't expose me on shit.
But I don't know. I really don't care to this day.
Nobody even cared to indulge in that messy ass shit.
But it was messy. And that's what I said about women. What I said about women. My mother said it. Only female crafts. You got too much shit with us.
Too much shit.
Especially when you don't have loyalty. She had no loyalty to no one.
Nah, all that loyalty was based on what you could obtain right now.
That was not loyalty. That's not loyalty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All her loyalty is based on what can she get right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm loyal to you as long as there's a benefit here.
Yeah. I'm not even going to incorporate that word loyalty word though. We got to find another word for her.
Her game was I'm gonna appear to be loyal as long as there's a benefit here for me.
If it was the other thing I should say, and there's a lot of people like that. That lies are their truth. I said that lies are their truth.
That was eye fucking opening because in my brain I'm bugging. I'm like, yo, you still on some I love you, hate you shit. And like you really on that.
Mm-hmm.
But you never brought it to my attention. You tell everybody but me. If you got a problem with me, tell me.
If I need you. If I'm utilizing you.
No, not utilizing, using. Let's use.
Yeah,
utilizing sounds so much better.
Yeah,
it just make it sound bad.
Utilizing her, she was a very opportunist.
Opportunist.
And that just one with women with here anywhere,
all relationships.
Yeah. And this would be the one segment and only segment that I probably would speak in reference to that person. Third person. Because zaps my energy, like speaking about them. But that's a part of the journey. That's a part of the journey. Because Lord knows, spend the time that I ain't the baddest person, but I done told her I'll spit your stuff real quick.
That was the quickest collaboration meeting ever. I don't think it lasted 20 minutes. We collabed the fuck out the house. Like it was grand opening, grand closing.
Oh my God, I came in with so much energy.
Sitting at the table and you literally said, I don't even know how you got in this.
Yeah. Where you come from? You was not even a part of the book. Why you talking? And then once I'm going, they looking crazy thinking she gonna say what?
No, because now it's hitting me. Because here's what I think. I think you was gonna try to say something that only you and her knew.
I don't know. Cause I don't
that was my theory after I put it all together. I'm like, so what you gonna try to drop some type of bombshell over here, like some shit? Like, oh, you gonna drop your own bombshell? Like, what you gonna do? I don't even want to read that book because I already know how messy you are in real life.
What's about reading the book? The book, it would have had to be disclosed in front of us. And if you were gonna say anything,
that's what I'm saying. I don't even want to read that shit on the paper. Or you think you talking to me about some shit from 1996, and you think you telling me some shit. I don't want to see that shit.
But I don't know.
Because it really actually wouldn't have changed anything. It wouldn't have changed nothing. It would just made me look at you crazy.
Like I said, it all depends on what it was. I'm a tough one, but certain things that, I didn't know, I ain't even know. I want that type of book. You can go and write your own memoir. And I still won't pick it up in person.
Can't give it to me. Can't give it to me. I don't even want it.
Somebody can't even come and say, you read, you heard what she read? Don't know, don't care.
Don't care. Don't know what goes in the hood. Don't care about what goes on in the hood.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was one of those situations. But for real, in real life, that basically ended. That was it. That was it. I don't think like a month later.
And it was over. And I like to think, and that's a good thing. That was a good thing, because I'm not gonna tell you no story. Once again, ended on principle. All of it, from the book to them people leaving his home and everything, ended on principle. Being honest, be upfront, but you couldn't. You in someone's home, you really don't like them, you despising them. You're feeling some ill type of way.
Because I'm the problem. I'm the reason for all of your issues. I'm the reason for all of your issues in your life.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Hey.
As if like I had anything to do with any of the bullshit that you was doing in your life. I had no idea. This is all your life. You continue. You just make a series of bad decisions, and then it's somebody else's fault. But I guess that's where that envy and jealousy and that love-hate thing comes into play. Like,
yeah,
I would love to love you, but I want what you have, so I hate you. Yeah. Like, it's nasty. But I can tell you one thing. Once you delete people like that from your life, your energy, the balance in your life is so much easier, because you start to really realize like all the problems was like their problems. You ain't got no problems. And especially if they got the same fucking problem.
Hey.
This is the same shit she was doing 20 years ago. It's the same shit.
Never understood it. But it ended on principle. If you moving yours, that person moving their way, doing their own thing, and me and my squad still loving on each other. You know what I'm saying? We're not perfect, but we got each other back. No BS. So
for real, like for real, you really wasn't supposed to be here
from day one.
And I know, and people, sometimes I have to remember, like, who brought you here.
And we talk about that to this day.
Who brought you here? It wasn't me.
And it won't me. So
okay,
when we have our other guests, and we will have that
we
guest.
Go fan out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it wasn't neither one of us. Okay.
And on several occasions, I said, leave her. Leave her. Don't bring her here. Told her to her face, you don't supposed to be here. Mm-hmm. On several occasions, everybody, you didn't stop being so mean. I'm not mean. That person is spoiled. I feel it when they come around. I feel it. The atmosphere not right. I immediately turn mean. And I tried. Don't get me wrong. I tried.
You did.
But at the end of the day, it never sat right with me.
It just wasn't something you could tolerate in your spirit. You just couldn't tolerate it in your spirit.
Don't bring them. 2 times. Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
2 times. Don't do it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to.
But anyway, God is good. We are here now. We all are in a great space.
Great.
As far as that other person, don't know. I don't know. I didn't even ask about them. But anyway, life is good. Me and my sister's here now with our podcast.
Been here.
From the book to the podcast.
From a book, y'all. The book would have been good. And you know what? Honestly, the book is back on, because we don't need that person's energy or that whatever that evil spirit was that deterred us from doing that.
Yeah.
Because that's all it was.
It did. Immediately.
An evil spirit came in and sat right there and was like, I'm going to break all this up.
And
they knew it would be successful. They knew it would be meaningful and it would help somebody. They knew that. So they just really obliviated. It was like, oh, haha, let me throw this in the mix and fuck it all up. You know what I mean?
And they did.
And it worked like a motherfucker.
Because that what she said?
I was getting calls in the morning from people like asking me, how long you gonna be doing this? Like, how long you gonna still be like
Did you give the person a time limit on when they have to go?
allowing this energy to be around you in your space? Like,
Yes.
how long you gonna do that?
Yeah.
Right? And stupid me, like, well, I ain't gonna even say stupid me, but I'm like, well, I'm just trying to help because you know the situation and you know the young ones and all that stuff. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's okay, and they're like, I mean, this is just not you.
Oh,
This is
that's
other
good.
people calling me on the phone, like,
'Cause
listen,
I showed you.
I love you. That's your spot. Wait, no, you're going to end that.
I didn't care whose spot it was. Because I said, how long did you give her a time frame? What is the limit? I gave her 60 days. Okay, we should 30 down. Okay.
And she did. And she did.
And that's before I found out.
Exit. And this is
Before she
all of
found
this
out.
stuff happened.
Before the ex, she had the ex in her before the
Mhm.
30 days was completed. So, yeah.
All of that shit was divine intervention
The
because all of
principles.
that had to happen for that to be like, really like, look, pay attention.
Yeah.
You are allowing your kindness to be taken advantage of, sis.
Yeah.
You not helping nobody, Kim. Honestly, you really not helping nobody.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself in more danger by having this person around you, especially if you feel like you gotta guard shit and keep your eye on shit and keep your eye on people. You know what I'm saying? That's just too much. That's just too much. And if you genuinely are trying to be somebody's friend, this is the energy they're giving you, don't allow yourself to be used by nobody.
Yeah.
Especially somebody you can't use if you needed to. For nothing. Credit, no. Money, no. Connections, no. So
once again,
it just and that was just the end. And it's been a literal breath of fresh air ever since.
yeah.
You ain't
Sometimes
trying to counsel grown people against themselves. Right?
Yeah, their own demise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the principle of it, you know.
But a lot of shit done ended that same way, like based on like, nah, I ain't fucking with it. When we went this weekend to the event in Georgia, somebody made a wild ass comment about them people, right?
Yeah.
And it just made me look at that person immediately and like, damn. God damn. Like it doesn't. At this point, obviously, we talk a lot about when people pass away and the stupid ass things that people say and the dumb ass questions that they ask that literally have no impact or cannot change the current situation. So basically, when somebody passes away, it ain't none of your business how they died. It ain't none of your business any of that information. The fact remains is they're gone. You don't need to investigate to figure out what the fuck happened, right? And you don't need to spread any business that they was not spreading after they gone. So talking about somebody in their past and what they was doing and all this shit, that's you moving off a different vibration and a different frequency. You ain't on principle, people. Another friendship dead because of that same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, based on this shit right here and how I feel as a person and how I'm viewing you now, I can't fuck with you no more.
Yep, the principle behind it.
I can't even fuck with you no more.
Principality.
You done turned some shit into your own shit. Like, why? Why did you need to do that? How did it make you look bigger in the room?
Hey. Some people, sometimes unspoken words is the loudest things that
You're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
For
Unspoken words. That's why I can sit
truly
in a
don't
room
deserve
and
to
be
be in my
quiet.
space.
And I observe.
Everything.
I sit there and I observe and I listen and I pay attention. I speak when need to be, when words need to be spoken. But, oh, wow.
Yeah. All the time. With the constant fucking nonsense. And then you wonder why people don't fuck with you. And it kind of touched based on what I said last week. I love when those people say shit like, oh, I don't fuck with them no more. You're right.
Thank you.
Because I don't fuck with you no more. So that's really actually not even a lie. That's the truth.
Yeah, and I'm all right with that.
And whatever story you choose to make up as to why, I love to hear the stories because they're entertaining. Oh, that's what happened?
Word.
Oh,
No, they keep it pushing that way. I'm good with it.
Well, hey, if that's what they said, then I'm not
That's true.
interested in defending any of it, honestly.
Too much energy.
The stories are great. Because if that made you feel better to come up with that story to excuse yourself for your ill behavior as an adult, some things you can accept when people are younger, they're younger age to a degree, because you like
still growing.
You young, you still growing. You don't even know no fucking thing.
You're still learning.
You know what I'm saying?
When you hit a certain age and
what you think
you've been doing
is?
this for, I'm gonna get somebody 30.
That's what I was.
I'm
gonna
gonna get
say.
somebody 30. You can do a lot of crazy stuff in your 20s, but when you get that dirty 30, and you still doing the same thing with the same repeated behavior, and I'm learning that great word, behaviors. If it's still the same one,
I'm telling you, if you're dealing with somebody or know somebody or have a friend or whatever who is doing the exact same things they did when you met them
same behavior.
30 years ago, bro, they are the problem.
Yeah.
They probably are the most fun people to
Principles are
hang
still the
around.
same.
You know why? They don't have no standards.
No. They have no principles.
So yeah, they're fun to hang around because their standards are like non-existing. So all the shit you ain't got no business doing, they right down with that shit.
That's why I couldn't hang around that person. Because I ain't with the foolery. I ain't with the effery.
They are all the way down for all of the foolishness that involves you holding the price tag for it.
Yeah, Cause what I said at the table. You snitch. I ain't snitch, you snitch. I ain't snitch. Why? You know the Popo know where the house was.
Yes.
And
yes.
I finally got him to say it.
We did. You did.
Yeah, I did. You did. You snitched, and it was on my people, and I just wanted that moment. I wanted to bust their head again, but I knew once again.
How did it even come up?
Cause she was running her mouth, and you ain't supposed to be in here anyway. You a snitch. You know.
So somebody got their ass whooped.
And once again, with the principles for me. You did something you ain't supposed to do. You got your ass tore for it. Then you tell the people that my peoples did it, and you sent them to my house.
How they know where you live?
Then that's why I told us how you know. How do people know where I live? Oh, because you snitch.
Yeah, because you don't have no identification to my house.
None.
So how you know where I live?
None.
How they know?
What she said? Yeah, I told them.
I mean, this is like 25 years later. 25 years you've been lying about it.
And for 25 years, it sat with me. Well, she ain't supposed to been there anyway. And once again, she ain't supposed to been around.
You talking about tight when a nigga was like, who? I mean.
I knew that person wasn't no good then.
Yeah.
I knew that person wasn't no good because that you supposed to wore that ass whooping. You supposed to wore it, and you know it is what it is. And
if you fuck my shit up and it's your responsibility, take responsibility.
Yeah.
Don't fuck nobody's shit up and then be like, it wasn't my fault. It's all your fault. If you fuck something up, take responsibility. It's your fucking fault.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody's fault you fucked yourself.
Mm-mm.
You did that. Learn from it so you don't keep doing the same thing.
But, you know, how many years been now?
Holy shit. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
20. It's over 25 years.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, since that?
They're going to book the incident in the kitchen.
Probably 6, maybe.
That's good. Yeah.
Probably 6, maybe.
Probably.
Something like that.
Dang, time move fast.
Yeah, because I mean, you gonna give up 2 years to COVID.
Yep, and then you on this third.
Maybe 5, 6, something like that.
5, 6
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
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 That's when that was.
And once again, you know, I have no ill will or anything like that.
No.
Never did.
I gotta be offended to hold. I feel like I totally played my part in that. I was way too, I pacified way too much shady behavior, even if we go all the way back to the projects.
Mm-hmm.
If we go all the way back to the projects and the incident that happened over there.
And see that was y'all's own. I come through, but I really ain't know in that what was really going on.
Yeah, but us three was involved in that same situation then. Yeah, when she was talking shit, and then how people's told me, like, oh, she said X, Y, and Z.
Oh, okay. See, too many times.
Yeah. And this is like,
principles, man.
it's like 98. It's like 98, 99.
Oh,
Yeah.
long time ago.
And we had like, yo, what the fuck is up with you? Type of situation then. But it's still, my spidey senses wasn't tingling like, yo, that's some real hater shit. Like, why would you try to do that? That's some hater ass shit. I mean, it's several different occasions now that stick out like a sore thumb. Like, bitch, what the fuck wrong with you? When the girl was coming to my house, leaving her business card, like,
oh, yeah.
and I'm like, how the fuck are you talking about? And then when I get the story, this person's right in the middle of it, like, oh, well, they said. I'm like, what? Like, what type of frequency you on?
You know what type of frequency? Bad one.
I can't discern sometimes who you hate more.
I ain't
You
trying.
or her.
I ain't trying to figure that out. That's another a lifetime.
That's nasty business, man. For
Like,
real.
yeah. So once again, stand on you got to stand on principle on a lot of things. If we want the book to happen, like my sister just said, it still will. But I reckon it wasn't a time. It wasn't a time. But everything is good now.
Oh yeah, everything is great now. Once you get that toxic energy out of your space, and you base your friends or your acquaintances or extended family members, however you see them, based on principle and what they do, not how they act in moments. Don't judge them. Don't judge them based on when y'all having fun.
Yeah.
Judge them based on when you fucked up.
And that's for sure.
Yeah.
And
So
that's for
everything is happy when you having motherfucking fun.
Yeah.
Everything's you don't even see no issues when you're having fun.
At all.
It's when shit get real.
Well, for me, it's just I'm always paying attention to a person's moves. Just chaos. I don't do a lot of chaos. You go out of town and have fun, and I'm spending my little tax money back, and then you want to go out there and start drama for what? You ain't expecting to recruit it. I'm not.
What are you talking about? We was in the club?
We went to DC that time.
In the fucking
Just drama.
just having a ball.
And she wanted to start, but it ain't even, it happened before DC, but DC is just one of the incidents. And once again, yes, y'all can see that person.
I remember that
set
night.
up with me. That person.
I remember that. That was so fucking stupid. Like, bro, we used to going out. We used to be in big clubs with a bunch of people, and this happens. Why
Somebody
do you want to
looking.
start?
I don't care about nobody.
Somebody looking at me. They probably trying to figure out.
I don't care about none of that, but
You know?
just,
They're probably trying to figure out why the fuck you looking at them with this nasty ass look on your face. And everybody having fun. Like, what is your problem?
Yeah.
How do you even notice people when you in your own world? Doing your own thing, having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck are you protecting? None of us need protection. We're here to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the bodyguard. Because you damn sure.
Well, what's good?
Oh.
To leave away
my
from that,
God.
and just to, stay on your principles. Have some type of principles, some type of morals in whatever you do in life. And I like to be around people that have great principles, morals, ethics.
I think I might be choosing the wrong friends.
So she chose. I'm gonna say, let me see.
The universe chose us.
Yeah. And now, girl,
Because I'm
rest
just
easy.
going back now. Yeah.
That thorough,
I love you, son.
thorough,
Oh,
rest
my
easy.
God.
Yeah.
I love you, son.
She stood on principles. She stood on principles.
All day. And you know what?
Ain't gonna tell you.
You know what? She ain't like her either.
Stood on principles.
Never did like her. From the first day she met her. Said to me, baby, she ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, she ain't right. She ain't right at all. And I'm like, what's she? She like, alright. That's your friend.
Yeah.
That's your
And
friend.
them other people that did that with their family.
They fucking left me. They dumped the baby on me.
Yeah.
You had the baby too for a while with you.
Who?
You.
That ain't last long. I told her no, people don't bring them. She didn't come on my accord. She would have never been around me on my accord. Never, not one time.
Yeah, nigga, but she was there.
For a split second, a spliggity.
To the phone.
It ain't taking no but a second.
To the phone bill.
She do something, phone bill. The police, it just, anyway, principal. That's what happened in Fairfield. The police came to my house.
Oh yeah.
That was my house.
Right.
Don't bring her with
That's
you.
right.
That person brought her with them. Then I moved. Then I go over there. The phone bill one. Bring her with again. And anywho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shit ended on principle, but this not just not with that individual. With shit, niggas too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, these niggas too. But that one was different because it was wrapped around the book, and sometimes you definitely get cloudy. You just believe so much. It's a dangerous thing to think a person is better than what they are, or has the ability to be better than what they are.
Yeah.
Especially if they don't fundamentally show you nothing that makes you know that they got it. You know what I mean? Moments don't dictate that. Like constant actions should dictate that. Like if you have moments when you're just a decent person, that don't really mean you're a decent person. It don't.
It don't.
It's consistency. And
Well, her consistency
was truly showing you wasn't a decent person.
Yeah.
At all. And I think I may have been more so looking at moments.
Oh, see, yeah. See, I never was, I was around those moments. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, the principle that it ended on, the book ended because of that, because I'm standing on mine. I didn't want chaos at that time. I don't like chaos anyway, but at that time in my life, principles I had to stand on it, I'm not doing a negative thing. Don't want to move that route.
You don't want to move negative.
So we gonna
and messy.
I'm gonna go ahead
For
on
what?
it. Yeah, I was the first one that did it in the kitchen, and the person on the phone did it. And my sister just still was sitting there in awe, like, what the heck just happening?
That
Like,
shit imploded, bro. I'm telling you, that shit fucking exploded. It really it just went from, and I'm just sitting there like with the fucking pen in the pad, like listening to the phone, looking, and I'm like,
I was
put the
done.
pen down.
I was done.
I literally went to my room and wrote a draft of that experience on that day. Like, literally, I wrote that. So, to me, even still that happened, in my brain, I was like, we're going to bring this back up, and it's just going to be exactly how it should have been without me, because it had to be me, inviting other people into something that they should have never been invited to in the first place.
That's why I had accent. I don't know how you get here. I don't know how it's three of us. Why you keep on popping out? Why? No.
Yeah.
And I know 1,000 words probably said about me behind my back, which I could care less. But
To who though? It won't say to me.
Because I can make a person feel some type of way, and it's okay. It's all right.
It's a beautiful thing to watch though. The reason why I wasn't saying anything, because I was thoroughly entertained. Because this one has stood up now. And now she talking and she like, yeah, bitch, because da-da-da-da-da-da. So I'm just like a child watching TV now, and I'm like, and the other one on the phone laughing like, look.
And then that one was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm out too.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and be out.
Because we going for the negativity. And that person just kept saying, just digging in with it. And the person was, leave that whatever you got to say. And you can see, if we're trying not to go that route, but you want to stick to that route, I'm going on the back on. My principal said, move and leave it alone, because you're going to end up, with a record, and I don't want a record behind somebody that's not even worth it.
Not even record.
And I know they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They know everything. They know
they didn't already did it.
So so my principles was, I'm dead this right now, and I'm gonna go on home to my little humble abode. But a couple of days later, I called back. How long that person will be there? Not because I was fighting behind the book, because I can wrote a book on my own. But my spirit wasn't sitting right with that person around my sister. So once again, that person had to leave on principles too.
Yeah.
That person, and was always the principle.
The shit came in to me like a call, boom. Then another call, boom. I was like, 2 calls in one day?
Yeah.
Oh no,
principle behind
it's
it.
over.
Yeah.
We're done. We're done.
Hey, I get a call later on telling me that the 411 went down. What? What? Got the truck coming. That's what's up. That's what's up. Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, go ahead and pack your shit.
Yeah,
Now.
And look, I ain't even had.
Now, right now. Go ahead and pack it. Because you want to get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. And the great thing about this was, honestly, I gave no explanation. I just say
they
you
knew.
You gotta get the fuck out of there.
They knew though.
Like because it's no reason to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. I fully comprehend what's going on.
And I had to stand on your principles.
And I can't even be looking people in the face trying to tell them anything, and I'm sitting over here openly being taken advantage of, willingly being taken advantage of, all in a sense like you trying to help. Who the fuck you trying to help? Who the fuck you trying to help yourself? You trying to make yourself feel good?
Mm-hmm.
What you trying to do, Kim? Tighten up, talk to me. What's up? Because that's all it is at that point. You're not helping nobody at that point. You gotta let niggas do what they do.
That's how you help them. That's how you help people sometimes. Let them go. That's how we help people sometimes. Let them go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go ahead and be the best version of yourself over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I mean? And then to watch the aftermath is just like, Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that's what's up. That's good. And no ill will. Like that's the thing. You don't have to. We discussed this because actually we're all a part of it. This story, but this is not discussed with people outside and people in the streets or people that might be like, "Hey, where you know what's going on?" Oh no, I ain't seen the people in a while. I think they got. Last time I heard, they was doing good.
Well, they wouldn't even ask me in a way.
But it wouldn't be anything negative.
Oh,
like
no,
I wouldn't be like, yeah, let me tell you about.
Oh,
no,
that's
for
too much
what?
energy. That's too much energy.
For what?
That's too much energy.
I'm not gonna bash you because I feel like you bashed me. I don't have no story to tell. You gotta get your juice somewhere else. I don't got it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because it's really none of your business. There's nothing you could have changed about it. And it damn sure ain't gonna change the outcome. I'm not gonna feel better talking about it. I'm not gonna feel better not talking about it. I just don't even care that much. It's like the day before we met. It's done. That's it. We good.
Yeah.
And that's just it. And I think that's when you're moving off principle and not anger.
Mm-hmm.
You cool with the decisions you made. You can sit back and be like, oh, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Life lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
The universe will bring people into your life, some reasons, seasons, and lifetimes, and
that's for real.
Ooh.
That is for real.
So,
Yeah. A few of them though.
Yeah, not like you said, it's a lot of things. We just was, because this one pertained to.
I had a motherfucker man upset with me because they wasn't doing well in their life. And felt like I should have been around maybe to be their friend. But you just so motherfucking negative. How can I be around you? You won't even consider the possibility of trying something new to make your life better. Mm-hmm. You'd rather just keep complaining about the same stuff that's happening and not making moves, but you're steady drowning. Why would I want to, like, I don't really want to, I ain't on the VIP pity party list. Don't text me talking about the party Saturday. No, I ain't coming over there.
Oh, that's right.
I'm over here with people with good vibrations. Like, they have problems too, but they ain't trying to make them my problems.
Yeah.
So what's up with that? For real. Like, and it's always like Mom said, shit, women. You gonna have to fix your relationship with whatever woman broke you. But it can't be your girlfriends. You can't take your animosity and shit out on your girlfriends because your auntie or somebody fucking hurt your feelings or some shit when you was a kid. Now you want to take it out on all the women. Like, nah, I ain't do that to you. Grow the fuck up.
There's a lot of them out there. So I try to, keep my space and read people's energy and you can get to know a person. Just watch their moves, watch their actions.
Like
a lot of women don't have principles. A lot of people don't have principles. I could just say women. A lot of people don't have principles. And I stand on that. I believe in it.
Heavily.
Integrity.
That's big. I wonder at what point you start feeling like what you say really does reflect on who you are. Like at like what age do you start feeling like, yo, I need to line up with what I say and what I do. That shit needs to line up. And at what age do you feel like it's not even necessary for it to line up? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think when, for me, I think in my brain, like when people start looking at you and depending on you for like anything, I think it's important to make sure your actions line up with shit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say for me, it was early on. I had to be about what, 16, 17? When I understood it.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking.
16, 17 for me. When I understood, what I wanted, what I believed in, what I stood on. And then that's just, my upbringing too. So, and that was, just being around my father because, I lost my mother at a young age. But like I said, up to my prime time, I had her. And I always just watched the way she moved. So she's always talked to me and my sister and my brother about certain things. But then I had my father. So, for me, yeah, I always move different. You're not going to tell me what I'm going to do. I'm not going to, and it's the truest thing, I'm a leader, not a follower. That was one thing my mother instilled in us. You're leaders, not followers. Mm-hmm. And if she thought you was going to be, you was following, doing what somebody else did, we had to, we were tend to, she was going to tend to us. Not that she was, abusive or anything, but her conversations was deep. And definitely my dad. But anywho, like you dearly. But yeah. And I meant it, and being around people, they couldn't tell me what I was gonna do, and I'm not. So that's the principles. Twan must stand on hers, and people can call me to this day. I'm gonna give you, I'm saying, sound advice. You can take it or you can leave it, but I'm not gonna try to, they know my principles. Mm-hmm. Principles is what I believe in. So I ain't gonna say you nothing shady. I ain't gonna tell you to do nothing I haven't done or I wouldn't do myself. So yeah. So it's about 16. What about you?
Once I had a kid. Definitely, because I can't. Once I had a kid and I started realizing that I was too valuable as a friend. Like what I say matters to my friends. Mm-hmm. So if I'm gonna be out here like, oh, I wouldn't let that nigga treat me like that. I wouldn't allow that to happen. But in reality, I'm allowing it to happen. It don't line up. So I'm not gonna say, at a time, I wouldn't have said, oh, you shouldn't let them nigga put their fucking hands on you. Mm-hmm. Cause I know what it's like to be in a situation where somebody put their hands on you. The only thing I can tell you is get the fuck out early. When niggas start getting loud and chest bumping you and shit, get the fuck out. So he might need treatment. He just might need a therapist or somebody he can talk to. I don't know. But it's a hard thing to be telling to your children, and for me, your children, your friends, people who just randomly ask you your opinion on shit. To be like, oh, I would do this. And you ain't even fucking doing it. So how the fuck you gonna tell somebody to do something you not even willing to do? Like, that's being a fucking hypocrite.
It is.
And I like kind of hold myself to higher standards than anybody can hold me to. So if you think in your mind like, oh, you're not doing enough, I know I'm not doing enough because I figured that out 10 steps ago. You're not doing enough. Right? So for me, I think it clicked for me a while ago with her and her and people in general. But that was a good lesson for me. People gonna always try to project to you the person they want to be without actually trying to be that person. Like, you want to be looked at as like a man or a man's man, or you taking care of shit and you holding shit down. But really, all you do is get help. You trying to be looked at like this person who got all their shit together and they taking care of their business, but your mom's paying your bills. So why you out here trying to bash people and tell fucking people how the fuck they should live when you ain't even living like that?
Because they can't stand on the principles. They don't have any.
Like, nah, I can't be telling no motherfucking body, you should know your worth if I ain't know mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to go back, bitch, and look at some old. Let's just put your frame of mind in MySpace, in Facebook, beginning of Facebook, early, right? So I figured out how to go online and find and get these accounts, right? I couldn't remember where they were, but I figured it out. The shit I was texting. I mean, not texting, typing. The shit that I was saying was creepalicious. It was so foul. Like, I'm just gonna quickly bring up this so you could just see.
Oh, you know I can't. Oh, no.
Like, so you could just see what in the fuck was I talking about. This is before Future.
What is that about?
I don't know.
See, that's a whole nother episode. That's
I have no idea what that was.
That's a whole nother episode. What?
I'm trying to look at this and level set my brain to be like, bro, what type of demon time was you on for real? You was wild.
Oh, that one deep right there.
I said it. Said it, posted it, sent it. Boom, go.
Wait, that's
I don't even know what that was about though.
That's a whole other.
Listen, there's pages and pages of this rhetoric. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is good with you? Like, I had to ask myself what's good with you. I had to literally. It never even fucking happened. But
a bunch of rambling here.
Maybe. What was I doing?
You had a couple of topics in one capture. Oh my, that's another podcast. That's another episode.
Yo, I promise you, we probably got seasons if I pull up that old MySpace. Like,
see, MySpace, I just used to, like I do now, just swipe. I may put a post out there every blue moon. She's the social media cat back then. So Twitter, I couldn't figure Twitter out to this day.
I'm looking at the early Twitters and I'm like, bro,
I don't even relax. You used to be on that thing. I couldn't figure it out.
You got it.
She said, "Oh my God!" So she did it wrong. Look, that thing definitely wasn't for me.
It was, yeah.
MySpace, I look at it, and Facebook, I got better with that.
I had to go on there because I was looking for pictures, and I'm like, I know I got videos and pictures because I had to go back and think at what time, what was I using where I would have been able to upload pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to go on there and find a bunch of pictures of me and sent.
Okay.
Like, from way back.
Oh, wow.
That's why I went on there, and somehow my stupid ass brain tripped over the photos. Then I saw the photos, and like I literally used to have a photo shoot at work every morning.
Cause she used to work there too, right? The company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I would take my phone clearly and sit it up on a desk, put the timer on it, and go to the desk and sit down and take a picture, like. And leave a whole caption in there.
We done got sidebar, but
seriously. Oh, principal, I was wildin'.
Yeah, cause that stuff right there,
but I was young.
Then that, whoa, hey, some heavy duty stuff.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yes, our next time gonna be a little bit more fun.
Yeah. I did delete that though. That app. And I thought I deactivated the account. Apparently, I just logged off because all the shit is still there.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought when you deactivate it, it goes away. But it didn't go away. Mm-hmm. So, on principle, I did get off that. Because I saw myself like, the line is here, and I was like, over here. Like, you acting like a goof. You gotta get your shit together, B. Get your fucking shit together, B.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but we do got some cute pictures, you and me.
We got some pictures on there. Oh, y'all got to.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I definitely got to pull that out to see that.
Holy,
As soon as we log off,
Yeah.
I'll be looking at that.
Me and you got a bunch of pictures on
Oh my goodness.
videos, like, I mean, even us at the African shop getting that hair braided.
Oh, I got to see that. And as we talk about the principal, she had a video. She put it on YouTube years ago. Me, her, and Jimmy was in the room talking, and the principal about touching my head and things like that. I'm standing on the principality of that.
I do have that.
It's on YouTube. She laughed her ass off. I always want to get the phone. I said, like, stop recording stuff all the time. I'm sitting there
like seriously, I should have really been an influencer because I was on that shit a long time ago.
You should have been. By now, you should have been.
I should have been.
Oh my goodness.
I just don't, I just tap out of shit and be like, I don't give a fuck about
She
that.
should have been.
Because literally, I recorded and documented
everything. And it's to bug me. Why do you keep taking pictures? Why do you keep recording?
I'm like, one day we're going to need this.
Yeah.
One day it's going to be important.
And that was years ago. This before all this social media stuff. She used to always, as soon as the phones got cameras on it.
Before it was MySpace.
Yeah.
I was doing this.
I was like, what in the world? Stop putting the phone in my face.
Yeah.
And to this day, got one of me at KFC.
I did. That was funny.
I'm not no promo on that until y'all get that grilled chicken back. Broke my heart.
I'm telling y'all, you talking about somebody mad. It was a principal, and you know what I said? I don't know why you came over here anyway. You know they ain't got nothing over here.
Yes, you said that.
You gotta go to Melody to get that.
The principal of it.
You can't go over there. Over there, them people, they don't even care about them people over there no more.
Hurt my feelings. Principality of it.
It was. And sis was mad. That's how come I know they don't got the other machines everywhere. Because she explained it to us.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that was actually great. But
yeah,
I think this week's episode was very fun for me.
Yes.
Please know it is really no beef. The conversation was just used as context to explain, give an example of different ways you move based on principle. Not here to attack anybody. Don't got time for that. Not even on that vibe.
No.
But
it's a part of our life. It's an experience that took place.
Yeah.
And
it's no hate over here.
No, we got us to our podcast. Even though this was going to take place anyway, but it's a part of our life. It was a part of the story that went from the book to principle.
Yeah, that's just what it was.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys. Ready to wrap up?
Yeah, we're ready to wrap up. Thank you guys
for tuning in.
Yes.
To another episode of I'm Just Trying to Figure Out.
I'm just trying to figure out.
With Twan
and Kim. Yes.
Thank you guys.
Have a good evening. Woo! Awesome.